I guess welcome to Michigan for the people that haven't been here before. I am up in the northern part of Michigan. If we can, yeah, I guess we can see that. That's kind of small print down here, but that's Detroit down here. I live up in the northern part of Michigan. It's a resort area where everybody comes to play, and I get to live here. And great place to live, and we love it here. Designing bowls, you'd think that's kind of I don't know what's the word I want to use. Mundane. It's kind of a bowl is a bowl is a bowl, right? You don't have a lot of design options in a bowl. Totally agree. Totally disagree with that statement. Bowls are really fun. Bowls are so creative. You can do so many things with bowls. Um, I choose to do simple arcs and don't have a lot of detail in it. There are people that put a lot of detail, like say Matt Monago or some of the people that do a lot of little detail. Cindy's known for the detail that she does in her finials and things, and I'm more of a go with a really sweet line of flow that I want the wood to speak. I usually don't use color. Very rarely have used any color or any really significant detail in my pieces. I just let the wood speak. And so I'm finding a special piece of wood to do that with. There's some people that have made some really sweet bowls. Bill Luce is a name that comes to mind. Dale Larson's a name that comes to mind. There's a few others, but when you see that sweet bowl, when you see that shape that speaks to you, that just says wow, and it's one of those things that you just want to pick it up and caress it or give it a hug. It's just an amazing. And what's the difference between that bowl that just makes your eyes pop against another bowl that's very similar that doesn't? It's the devil's in the details. It's really hard to define that. I don't know how to define it, but when I see a bowl I like, I say, I like that. It kind of hits you. You know it right away. And the bowl that I like doesn't mean that it's going to be a bowl that you like. And so you have to go with follow your passion, the things that you enjoy, that look good to you, and then try to make that happen at the lathe. So there's lots of design decisions to make. You can try to follow some golden rectangle proportions of the diameter versus the height and the size of the foot and all kinds of different things that you can put into it. But the bottom line is got to look good to you when you get it done. Um, this is one I did recently. Let me put the other camera on. This is one I did recently. This is a piece of elm that just came down really near my home, and it had a lot of. We've got a lot of pileated woodpeckers in our area, and they do damage to the tree while they're getting the insects and stuff throughout the year, and then the tree grows over it and sometimes leaves some effects, especially in this elm. This is a Chinese or a Siberian elm, and you can see all the little woodpecker marks. Like this one would be probably, this one's probably 18, 20 years old from the rim. Uh, and so the tree grows over and doesn't leave a significant amount of damage in there, but leaves the color behind. And so there's all kinds of that going on in here. But I wanted to make it a little bit of an undercut shoulder. And this again is a bowl because I can reach it with a bevel supported cut. I made it a little bit taller and a relatively small foot so that it displays or it shows itself as non-functional. It's one that we're probably going to admire and not use, but you know, you can use it too. Doesn't have to be a deep bowl. A relatively shallow bowl. Something like this is a piece of box solder that's pretty old. It's probably 5, 6 years old. Turned it quite a while ago, and had some red in it. I don't know if you can see it in the camera. It's just got a little bit of red tint still in it, but it's mostly gone now. But another little useful bowl that you can stick your fingers in and grab peanuts or M&Ms and get some out without spilling them all over the table. So a little bit of an undercut. Okay. I'm a control freak. When we're in control, we're going to be working safe. And when we're working safe, I guess that's a little bit close, then the fun starts. And so being safe is a big part of control. But using control to make something nice. I guess one of the things that we do in the early stages of our learning curve, we all have this frugal gene. We always want to make, if I've got a piece of wood, in fact, what is this? This is about 8 inches in diameter. If I've got a piece of wood that's 8 inches in diameter, by golly, I'm going to do a bowl that's 7 7/8 inch big, right? I got to make the biggest thing I can. Well, I want to change that goal to make it, I want to make the best piece I can. So if you like the kind of teaching I do and the details that I get into, come back and see me again. Do me a favor, if you will, and talk about this on your Facebook page or to your club members. Put it in your newsletter that this stuff is available for a real reasonable price, and even the vendor showcase, even free events that we do, and point them in our direction. There's a lot of us that are doing this, Cindy and Todd and many of us around the country that are doing these remote demos, and so the resources there, that there's a lot of learning and a lot of fun, a lot of entertainment to be seen, and watching people turn and do their thing. And there's so many different methods and techniques that you can never get tired of watching it. So promote it on your social media, if you will, and pass the good word that we're doing the job up here, and we'll see you in a few weeks.